Greetings. This video is called Tom Brady Lethal Weapon. So, as we head into Super Bowl 51, I was really trying to avoid having anything to do with Tom Brady in terms of a post. Um, but there was a couple reasons why, unfortunately, I had to do it. First of all, I just wanted to note that I hate Tom Brady. I'm a Jets fan, and losing to them endlessly is extremely painful. Um, but even though I'm a Jets fan, I still love football, and you have to appreciate what he does. So I call Tom Brady the lethal weapon, and he's been on my mind because of how badly devastated the Pittsburgh Steelers were by his play, to the point where Ben Roethlisberger is actually considering retiring from football as a result. So I might be going backwards here, but let me take a look at, there's an open question right now, which is why didn't Pittsburgh decide to go man instead of zone? Because Brady clearly enjoyed decimating the zone that Pittsburgh was playing. In Pittsburgh's case, the problem they ran into was that if you had young players, putting them in man situations against Pro Bowlers, both at the quarterback and at the receiver positions, was a really bad deal. So if you thought it was bad when they were playing zones and giving up large chunks of yardage, if they played man and tried to hang with great receivers and a great quarterback, I think the decimation would have been even worse. The logic of the zone is to simply spread out your defense and let the throw go into a zone. May or may not be accurate, but now you can have multiple guys covering each of those spaces. And obviously it worked horribly for Pittsburgh, unfortunately. They did switch, they tried a little bit of blitzing, and the Patriots picked it up and just killed them on that part. And so the other option is, do you go man against those receivers? I think that clearly Atlanta is going to have to make the same choices that other teams have that have lost this year to Tom Brady and company. And I think that it's futility. I mean, as Mike Tyson once said, everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And so everybody has a plan of how to defeat Tom Brady until they get punched in the mouth. One gentleman emailed me based on my earlier post and suggested, look at what the Giants did when they beat them. And the answer was, if Michael Strahan comes out of retirement and offers to hit him with 3 sacks and another 7 hurries, that solution to Tom Brady would be awesome. So the defensive end from Atlanta is number 1 in the league this year, and hopefully he can get some pressure despite facing a double team while he's trying to do so. The question is, what can you add to the discussion of Tom Brady, perhaps the greatest quarterback ever? And that'll be confirmed after he wins this Super Bowl and then probably the next one. All I can say to the great pass rushers and what that implies is that this guy has answers for everything, including a great pass rush, which is to make sure you get the ball away quickly to your short receivers or running back and let it go from there. It takes 3 seconds for that, 3 seconds unimpeded, 5 seconds impeded for that guy to get to you. And for Tom Brady, that's an eternity to throw. I could review some of Tom Brady's great elements. It's painful to do so, but noteworthy. He's second to Aaron Rodgers in ability to use hard counts to control the defense. So what that means is that his ability to execute a hard count forces the other side to reveal their blitz plan early or their organization early. And because he's been in the league so long, almost every blitz possibility you can think of, he's seen before, and will do things like throw to the hot receiver or possibly do an audible on what the play is to address um, the structure of what the defense might be trying to do to him that they may not have been already prepared for. So, so you know, the big problem starts with his great brain power. The next part of the problem rolls to him running a hard count that might draw your defense offline if not careful. Plus, you have to reveal what you're going to be doing, possibly blitz-wise early, so he has an ample way to deal with it. In the Super Bowl, I actually think that the best solution for Tom Brady is to try to limit the amount of time he has the ball. So I'm sure there's a possessions number that you want to do ideally, but frankly, if I was Atlanta, I would forget about those long passes and move into the get as many ball control runs and passes as possible to make sure that your best option to win, which is your offense, stays on the field forever. Um, I'm rooting for anybody that's playing the Patriots. I'm hoping it happens this round. I absolutely don't think so. Belichick and Brady on the defense and offense just represent a well-oiled machine um, that, as Mike Tyson said, is punching the NFL in the mouth every year. Best of luck to Atlanta.